Hey everyone, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee. Thank you so much for listening. We couldn't do this without the support of Ondium. It's a national on-demand staffing platform for dental professionals.
You can earn PTO, you can get medical benefits, and you don't have to mess with those crazy 1099s. So check out Ondium in our link below.
Hey, what's today?
The 19th?
The 19th.
Yes. I'll tell you what, you'll never guess what I was just doing and why I was late.
I can only imagine.
Not in a million years, you will never guess.
Okay. You want me to guess?
Maybe in a million years, but
In a million years of guessing, I can probably get it. You know,
probably.
I would say, are you doing that this morning?
Yeah, just now. Yes.
Okay, all right.
And here's a hint. I got soaked.
All right, you were out with the dogs or something.
Nope.
Slipped into the tub while you were bathing one of the dogs.
Ooh, you're close.
Ooh, the cat?
Fucking cat. Oh, I mean, damn cat. I'm telling you what.
You fell into the tub?
No,
cat?
No, I didn't. I didn't fall into the tub. I was bathing the cat.
Okay. I've never bathed the cat, but I understand they're not fans of water. Is that accurate?
I wish I had video. It was horrible. There was fluffs of hair flying everywhere. It was like a movie.
Unbelievable.
Here's the backstory. This cat is a Maine Coon. Maine Coons are very long hair, very fluffy, ungodly amounts of hair cat. So she has a little trouble cleaning her rear end. So we had to shave said rear end to keep it clean.
For hygienic purposes.
Gotcha. I don't know how they did this crap in the wild because there's no way they would have gotten that thing clean. Anyway,
that's why they call it the wild.
Yeah, I guess you just let it mat and fall off. I don't know.
You know,
or there's just one big dreadlock hanging off.
Oh man, that's horrible. Okay, I'm sorry.
Too early.
The horrible visual. That's it.
At any rate,
there goes your breakfast fritter. No one's eating it now.
Sorry, guys. This cat has trouble. Not lately, like since we shaved it, it hasn't been bad, but it was getting there again. So I was like, you know what? This cat, we've had it since June or July or something like that. It hasn't had a bath since we've had it. And with that long hair, I just don't know. So I just went, you know what? I'm going to bathe this cat. So while I'm on Facebook, you know how they have the Amazon ads, and I've purchased some things from those ads. Well, they had a cat bathing bag, which is basically.
Please explain.
It is a bag that the cat, how you get it in there, it doesn't say. You just have a cat
they can't do
in
it
the
all
bag.
for you. Yeah.
And it has zippers for the front legs, zippers for the back legs, zipper for the tail, and then a head hole that you don't cinch it like all the way, but enough.
It's not a zip tie. It's not a torture device.
No, it's like those belts when you were in 4th grade and it had a rainbow and 2 little D hook things and you had to like lace it through
and then pull it tight. Yeah.
Yes, it's similar to that. So
I never had the rainbow ones. Mine were all one color, but I get it.
Oh, okay. So I have the cat in the bag, which wasn't actually that difficult. You unzip it all the way, you open it up, and you just kind of bloop, put the cat in there. And the cat's like, oh, okay. And then I pull up on the handles because you can carry it like a suitcase, this cat in a bag.
just for the record, this sounds like a horrible idea already.
Yeah. Maybe. So I pull up on the handles and zip it so I don't catch the fur, and and it worked perfectly. The cat's like,
the hell's going on?
But she was still pretty calm. So I had just used the slop sink in the laundry room. I had it, probably about 4 inches of water, and I slowly lower it in there. And as soon as she hits the water, she makes sounds that I've never heard before from this cat. And it was like, whoa, kind of like that, but kind of.
All right, take a step back for a second.
Okay.
I've known you for almost a year, right?
Okay.
Stick your body in the bag, your head's out of it, and I'm submerging you into water, and you don't know how deep it is. Would you not freak out?
No, I'm not saying it wasn't warranted. I'm just saying the sounds from this cat were almost like I almost picture like
not human.
an
not
elephant.
Human cat.
Right, not domesticated cat.
Okay,
Cat sounds.
all right, I got you.
It almost sounded like, I feel like an elephant giving birth would sound like.
Oh my God, was it that loud?
She was loud. She woke John up. John's had some sinus things, so I was letting him sleep, and then so the
Like, you sacrificing a goat? The hell's going on?
Keep it on the up and up with the Lord. So bye goats. So anyway,
so what happened?
So you're supposed to wash the bag with the cat in it. So I got cat shampoo. I'm like lathering this with the bag of a cat, and I'm like rubbing it, and it's working. It's sudsing up. So I put a little on her head, and I'm like, just cleaning her all up. Her tail's sticking out the end of it, and so her tail went from this big around to that big around.
Right.
Yeah, this is cat just tell all here. Anyway, so the tail, was super fluffy, and now it's just like a rat's tail, basically. So lathered it up, got her all soaked up and stuff. Meanwhile, she's shouldering in the bag. She pops out her one paw and grabs onto the side of the sink. And I'm just like, and she's like doing this whole thing. She's trying to jump while she's in this bag. So I just take the handles and I go, nope. And I put it back down in the water. Somehow she wiggled so much that the rainbow belt clasp thingy came undone. And now she has two paws out, and she's clinging onto the side of the sink for dear life. Yeah. So I was like, oh, it's too late. So I unzip the bag, and I'm just like, I'm holding on to her with one arm. I'm lathering, and then finally it's rinse time. She calmed it down at parts to where I could get her rinsed. And then I grabbed a big beach towel, wrapped her all up in it. And now she's a cuddly little kitty baby. You know how that goes. And
You're probably gonna have to buy her some fresh sardines or something, because she's probably a little pissed off at you now.
Yeah. No, she was. Well, she's not here in my face again, so maybe she is. Oh, and then I tried to blow dry her, and that was like chasing the Flash. It was all over the place. And then I was combing her out, and then she's an amazing cat, because what other cat?
We should call this section cat tails.
Cat tail. Is it the plant? Is it a story, or is it a cat's tail? You don't know. Yeah, that's a good name for it. The end result is I now know that this cat is an amazing cat, because she started to almost like nibble my finger, and I stopped and I go, no. And she stopped, and she didn't do it again. And then, like, while I'm trying to comb her out and blow dry her and stuff like that, she's kind of like nuzzling my hand and stuff. So she's really sweet. But this was a test of our relationship.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think it's only going to get stronger from here on out, I think.
Yeah. The good news is
now.
The orange stain that was on my fingers from some popcorn flavoring is gone now because of all that.
All right. Because not from bagging tons of weed, but from popcorn.
Yeah, it was orange.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell another quick little story. So John and I went all over the place. You know how my central vac handle broke, brand new broke. So I had to take it in. They fixed it real quick. And while we were in that town, we stopped by this place. It's called Olde Tyme Pantry. And ask me how I know it's a fancy place.
It sounds like a fancy place. How do you know it's a fancy place? They
spelled old with an E at the end and time with a Y. Fancy.
That might be out of my price range right there, dude.
Yeah. They sell like Amish foods and a little more like organic-y type stuff.
Let me ask you, is it like a bougie Cracker Barrel?
I would say the gift section or the section you go through to get to the food and you buy like 12 things. It's like that. It wasn't as bougie as that really though. So yeah, but I bought a bag of coffee beans. I bought a grinder. So I feel like I'm almost leveling out here. So I'm using a Keurig. So that's down here, but I'm grinding my own beans.
Redemption. That's what that's called.
So I'm meeting somewhere in the middle, I feel like.
I'll say this. I had a Keurig for a short period of time, and the only way I can make it where it was palatable was to buy one of those not disposable, but one of those
the reusable
self-fill thing and put
Yes.
my own gourmet blend
Yes.
in, because the commercially available, and I'm at the firm stance, and you already know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
It's trash.
Well, you also drink espresso, and I feel like espresso might be a little strong for me. So maybe
that might be
Keurig
next
is
level.
where-
Yeah. And again, I hate to keep shitting on your beloved Keurig, but yeah, I we don't have to agree on everything, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No. Which so otherwise we'd be boring.
I'm excited. I got a couple of packages coming in from Amazon today.
Ooh, okay. Tell me about said
Well,
packages.
I work from home, right? And I have a
Yes.
decent office setup. Sandy, this is looking more and more
Yes.
professional. I've cleaned
Oh, I
some
like.
stuff.
Yeah, you've got the background. You got, and then are those pictures? Oh yes, of Big Ant-Man.
And Big
and a
Ant-Man
fancy
and Little
lamp.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
I feel like that lamp would be at the Olde Tyme Pantry.
Yeah, it was a gift from one of my sisters-in-law, and
Oh yeah, that's nice.
so I was like, you know what? I'm just put this magical looking
It looks
lamp.
nice. Yeah.
The thing, and it has like a soft yellow glow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very nice.
And
Man, you're stepping it up.
dude,
and I got this blanket background. You're
it'll
is
be
that
a
a
real
wall? No,
someday.
it's a blanket.
Dude, it looks like, honest to God, man. Like if you didn't touch it,
Ooh,
it looks like a textured wall. Like,
should I put like a picture?
You could totally pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if it didn't sag.
Right. As long as it's like it's straight and it's not sagging.
Tight
okay.
like that. It looks
okay.
like I know it's not an optical illusion, but it looks like a concrete wall is what it looks like. That's hilarious. You know what would be cool is like you pretend like it was a wall and you smash your head into it,
Oh, and then you could add sound effects, and then I say hello from the hospital where I had a concussion.
Yeah, and you get your head wrapped up like a a mummy. Just right across the forehead.
Can I?
It's fake.
Can I put a pirate eye patch on too?
Yeah, why not? Go all the way.
Okay,
man,
cool. All right,
I don't know if I told you. I know we haven't recorded in a while. We had some back episodes, and our release schedule has been a little funky.
Just a lot of stuff going on.
But I'm hanging things off the desk now. Like my main monitor is on the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I bought another monitor, which is a TV set. Right. It's got built in Amazon, already logged in.
Oh my God.
When I'm done with work, click, click, clack, Reacher.
Oh yeah, Jack Reacher.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good.
Oh yeah.
I just ordered the clamp that attaches. I have that butcher block desk, right? That real thick. Right.
Yes.
So anyway, I got a clamp for this TV monitor.
Yeah.
To take the legs off and attach it to this, and then attach it to the edge of the desk. Right.
Man.
Then the laptop is off to my right, taking up room as a third screen.
Yeah.
For the command center and the brain of the whole operation.
Man.
I bought a stand, and I'm gonna hang that son of a gun off the desk so I can put my notebook here and take notes while I'm in the meeting. Because right now the notebook's in front of me is very awkward.
I feel like you are I feel like we're the perfect yin and yang, because you're all the tech. You've got 3 screens, and I'm sitting here with a blanket background.
With an artificial wall.
An old gun rack holding up a blanket. And I've got a block of wood holding my laptop up.
Well, I'll say this. This didn't just slap itself together. This is the third desk in about a year, a little bit over a year. So I had to try different things to see what worked,
Right.
And I had some stained and sanded plywood, and it just wasn't, it had a little bounce to it, and it just stressed me out,
Gotta do it right.
So this is legit, and I think it's here to stay, and with the clamps, I don't have to drill holes in the desk. So that's all I'm gonna say. And when it's all said and done, I'll send you a picture when it's all. But it looks pretty badass right now.
I'm sure it looks amazing right now. My goal is So I told John, I said, I just need a box, like frame out a box, and I'll just drape blankets, and I'll put like the acoustic, stuff. So I've got my, podcast studio. I think it'll help with audio, and I think it'll help. The other thing
within a room is what you're kind of what you're looking at.
It's podcast inception. I said this last time. What did I? a box within a box. It's Amazon Inception. I don't know why I'm on that kick, but it is.
Inception's like 15 years old.
I know, but I just watched the South Park episode of that. So sheepception or something like that. It's hilarious.
But no, that totally makes sense. You don't have to soundproof the whole room, just the spot where you're going to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And so that's my plan. Once we're ready to build the bedroom, we'll just kind of have to like prop the podcast up to do the flooring underneath or move it to the side or something like that, because it won't be super heavy, you know.
I built a work bench, right? Like a work table, and it's ugly, but it's durable as all get outs.
Yeah.
I'm sure John can figure it out in 5 minutes. Get some casters for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that way you can lock them down, right? Or just like have two, and then I have 2 straight ones, and then the back 2 are lockable and they spin around, so I can sort of drive it. You know, you follow me, right? Like a car.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you can do that. You can wheel that thing anywhere you want.
That's like the hotel luggage wheelie things. So they have 2 wheels that don't turn; they're just straight. And then the back ones or the front ones, I don't know which is
depending which. If you push or pull,
move around. So you're just like, so you and you have to kind of figure it out for a second, and then you ride on it, and the world is perfect again.
Like a forklift. I don't know if you've ever driven a forklift.
No.
The steering wheels are in the back.
Oh yeah. So I worked in a popcorn factory. Yeah,
where it needs to be. And anyway, I was talking to my son about driving a forklift, and I don't know how we got into that conversation, but forklifts are fun, but they're super dangerous if you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh yeah, I've watched The Office where they do bad things. And then if you get on like YouTube compilations of forklift accidents, one guy lifted something so high and then he started tipping over. Oh my gosh.
Giant cases of beer. I saw one dude, and then the bottles just blowing up and popping everywhere. Yeah, you can cause some damage with a forklift, dude.
There's one guy,
thousands of pounds. Because it has to have that counterbalance for whatever you pick up in the front. So they weigh a ton, like several tons, I think.
So this one particular one that will probably be etched into my mind forever is he was forklifting things off of a truck. Well, I guess he went too far off the ramp part. The forklift catapulted him and his arms were by his side. He fell face first onto concrete. And I think he probably busted out every tooth in his face. My God. And he just laid there because, he was knocked out.
All right.
He lived.
Real quick.
Yeah.
A average forklift, 9,000 pounds. That's 4.5 tons.
My. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Golly. My dad used to work for a soda manufacturer up in northern Jersey, right? Yeah. And he was one of the shipping guys, right? And, he was bilingual, so, he had a decent spot. And sometimes when things got overdone, he had to help out, you know what I mean?
Right.
And he was a beast with the forklift. He can, you do it
10, you're like,
years, you're probably really, really good at it. And it's like us in cleaning teeth, you know what I'm saying? You could do it. You have your routine, you have your rhythm, whatever. And I don't know if you've ever seen when you back the truck up into the loading dock, right? Yes. There's a gate on the dock side that lifts up and then opens, and then boom, it forms like a ramp onto the truck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the truck has to be back far enough for this ramp lip thing to reach it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yes.
So they're designed to be approximately the same height. So you don't have to lift and bounce around and stuff.
Right.
Anyway, it wasn't back far enough and no one caught it. And he went on his forklift and it fell over on its side,
Oh my.
And this was maybe, I'm 53 almost. I had to be a kid, maybe 15, something like that. And he landed in the thing and, he crawls out of it. The guys come up.
You have a seatbelt, right? In those things?
Yeah. He was fine. Right. He gets up, he walks out. The other guys in the other forklifts straighten it out and he finishes his day. The next morning, you can't get out of bed.
Ugh.
Blew a disc or something funky happened.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Ouch.
And I remember that was the beginning of all this back stuff. So whatever fell over, you know what I mean? And he shook something loose. And but
that's sad.
My point is, it could have been way worse, but those things are dangerous.
Right.
He could barely walk. He goes, dude, I can't. Like he had a cane and he was maybe 40 at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yes,
life-changing things.
It was a shame. It was a shame. The point is, they're dangerous, but super, super cool if you can drive them.
Like cobras. They're super dangerous, but they're pretty cool.
Yeah, there was something else I wanted to tell you about. Gosh.
Oh, tell me about the On DM launch party in Atlanta, hot Atlanta.
Oh man,
it was FOMO.
It was. I'll say this: I think there were more people in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to say, and this is just my opinion, I think the food was better in Chicago.
Okay, so I didn't miss the food part. That's okay.
They did have tacos, but and I didn't even try them. And this is why.
They came from Taco Bell.
No, they looked like nice restaurant,
like street tacos.
No, I was in Mexico 5 days ago.
Oh, that's right.
Real tacos. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, why? Next time I get tacos, I'm gonna make them myself or go to a restaurant or whatever. I'm not gonna, taint the experience. So, in all defense, they looked amazing. People were killing them, but I just didn't have any. You know what I mean? And I wasn't hungry, but I just had tacos in Mexico, so it's kind of hard to beat.
Right?
You know what I mean? And,
I get it.
But yeah, we were in Mexico, Elijah and I, for the Heartland Dental.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Directors Club, which is like a rewards thing for their hygienists that the high achievers, and just an awesome organization. I'm not political in any way, but they treated me just fantastically, and it was a beautiful place and the setting where I did stand up. Sandy, Elijah was doing music afterwards, right? His DJ thing. And I'm not discounting, because I couldn't do it. I could play records, I could play music back to back, or make a playlist, but I'm not a DJ.
Right. You can't like mix.
Yeah, no, I don't. I have no idea what I mean. And he's got this airplane thing with 52 buttons on it. Yeah, people are just arriving there, and we've been there since the day before, so we were all ready to go. We're in shorts, we're relaxed.
Yeah.
Some of these people just flew in, customs issues, late flights, whatever.
Yeah.
So some of them just had time to go upstairs, brush their teeth, and put on flip-flops and come downstairs. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So people are eating, they're catching up. No one, well, I don't say no one. Not everyone was ready for stand-up, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So did it scratch that itch? Nah, but it was for who it was for. And, all weekend long, people are coming like, dude, you're hilarious, and I loved it, and so I got the feedback, but some people, you could tell they just wanted to talk and hang out, you know what I mean? So I came off the stage. There was a dance floor between me and the people.
Yes.
And I was like, what, I got to get up close and personal. I'm getting closer. And I got off the stage, and which was kind of a pro move, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I got up close to the people. I said, I'm going to walk around and look at people's faces and see who's not laughing, so I know who to tickle later.
Oh my God.
And then I go, at one point I deliver a punchline, and it was just crickets, dude. Right. And I go, silence. Nice. I go, I prefer laughter. And then people started clapping. I was like, no, keep your sympathy claps. I don't need them. Don't, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of just jabbing at them for, wanting to do other things.
Right.
And I think overall it was fine. It just wasn't my show.
Just a couple of them didn't hit. Yeah.
But back to the On DM launch party. But I just want to say thanks again, Heartland Dental, and the rest of the gang. And it was just amazing. And I hope to go back and redeem myself. But it's all a timing issue. It's like anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
You've been in the mood to listen to something calming, and in other moods you want to listen to Metallica.
Like if I just got in a fight with customs over this or that, or just got in a fight with somebody at work or something like that.
Cab driver took you the long way or whatever.
I don't want to laugh. I want to be pissed off for a while.
Yeah. Let me have a beverage, an adult beverage of some kind,
and let me complain about what just happened.
Yeah, I get it. So it's you can't win them all. I guess they can't all be gems, right?
Right.
But overall, just an amazing experience, and so we had a blast. And I got I work with Elijah on the dental festival, and it's sort of like we had a lot of like you FaceTime, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm on most of his meetings. This is so busy, and here I am. I got him, to myself,
point blank.
And so we had a lot of business conversations, and it was just, it was a good productive time.
Good.
Back to On DM in Atlanta.
Yes.
The music is. I'm just getting old. I think I'm just getting old. I don't know a lot of the newer.
Yeah.
Music.
I didn't either.
I don't get it. You know what I mean?
As long as it has a beat, I'm okay. But some of these, like, I'm just like trying to get into it. I'm like, I don't even know how to dance to this. It's weird.
Yeah,
they do all these like foot things. Like,
I'm just old. I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Kids these days.
Yeah. So I'm just hanging out, just bullshitting, hanging out with people. Yeah. But just tons of people came through. Of course, the usual suspects. And I saw a lady I used to work with.
Yeah.
And she comes up, she's like, Carlos, and I'm like, oh, and it's saw some other people. It was just I don't say a reunion of sorts, but it was definitely a pleasant surprise to see people that you've known for years and stuff, and just show up because I didn't know she was coming. She probably didn't know that I was going to be there. So it was just nice to see. But
it's awesome.
Very, very pleasant. And then it'd been a long week and I had stuff to do, so I excused myself at a decent hour and drove home.
Good job.
And
good job, buddy.
Yeah. So I would go to the bartender. I go, listen. I go, I work for these guys. I go, I want a drink that looks it's a pretend drink. I mean, don't give me a can of Coke like a nerd.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's some juice or something with some seltzer water in a cup, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, make it look legit.
Yeah. It's all right. And
put a little cherry in there.
But I don't need to explain myself that why I'm not drinking.
People might think you're pregnant.
Did you have a problem with alcohol? No, I just don't feel like drinking. I'm good.
Right.
But it was nice. Again, a lot of younger music and a lot of fun people. And it's Joe and Ashley. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I was going. So when she told me about it, I was like, I'm going. I'm gonna book a flight. No big deal. And then I realized it was on a Thursday. And then I was like, I'd have to take off work and all that stuff. And I just don't have any PTO to
she mentioned
take off right now.
Yeah. And she's like, we're so sad that, I'm like, I'm sure she's too, but she should be okay. She'll be all right.
Instead, I'm bathing cats. So
risking
there's
your life
that.
With wildcats,
Yes. Whoa!
Oh, did I send you a picture of who I'm going to be sharing the stage with in a couple weeks?
Yes. And may I just say that I think he's hilarious. Hilarious. So
who are we talking about?
Jim Gaffigan.
Dude.
Like, he's a movie star, comedian. Like, I saw it. Oh, no, that was Louis C.K. I saw in person. But Jim Gaffigan, I've watched his specials on Netflix or something. Yeah. And he's the one that goes, Hot Pocket.
Yeah. He had a bit on bacon that was amazing,
Bacon? And his voice, his manners is like, he's just hilarious.
Yeah, he has that breathy kind of like third person in the audience.
I love that guy. Yeah, and he talks about himself.
Is he wearing a woman's blouse? And it was like a fluffy shirt, It's not a blouse,
Oh my gosh.
Last special, he talked about how he goes from pale white to sunburn. There's no in between. He doesn't tan.
Yeah.
And whose idea was it to make suntan lotion whiter than your skin? You know what I mean? He's like, at least add some color to it, so it makes sense. Why wouldn't you add a little color to it? Let me pretend I got a tan,
Right. Yes.
And the dude's just a genius, I think. And so I'm super excited. But what made me giggle, and I don't really get that excited over, I don't want to say I don't get excited. I enjoy, and I really enjoy working with, all kinds of different comics. But to see my face in the same row as Wayne Newton and
and Wayne Newton, I was like,
and I was freaking out. I was like, holy crap, that's pretty awesome.
What's the event? I saw it was Thrive.
It's the Henry Schein Thrive Alive thing, and I guess he did it virtual last year.
Yeah,
a little something called COVID. Maybe you heard of it. And
no.
It's a strong cold. It's a very strong cold. No, I'm so glad that's not the talk of the town anymore, dude. Because
now we got Russia to talk. So
it was overdue. So
Wayne
Newton, Carlos Rodriguez,
Jim
Gaffigan,
Carlos Rodriguez.
On the list, it says there's so I'm gonna be kind of like hosting a little bit, like, and just doing some of my dental stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna introduce Jim. I think that's how it works,
That'll be awesome.
Listen, they have a surprise comedian, so I don't know who the other person is going to be.
Do you think that's code for we don't have anyone yet?
It could be. I think that could be the case.
Because how are they going to one up Jim Gaffigan and Carlos Rodriguez.
I don't know if they can one up those two. That combination is pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, pretty much.
But no, I don't know. I mean, it's Vegas, so it could
maybe it'll be Wayne Brady.
You know who Brad Garrett is?
I think so.
Ray Romano's older brother on the Ray Romano show.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's not who I thought it was, but yes. Okay.
He's got a club out there, and from what I understand, that he's just the most generous,
that's
super
awesome.
nice guy. So I'd love to meet him because I loved the show.
Yes,
and he was on Seinfeld too.
Yes.
Remember, he was mad at Jerry for not taking care of his car, and he kind of kidnapped it.
He's hilarious.
To protect.
I don't remember
the
that
car
episode,
from Jerry. But... Yeah. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
All right. My son's been calling Ant-Man Gabagool, right?
Gabagool.
So I looked it up, and it's a way of pronouncing. I think it's capicola ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So someone please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I looked up the word gabagool, right? And there's an episode of it's The Sopranos, and he goes, every time they use the word gabagool, well, the gabagool, you know what I mean? But it's The Sopranos, so it's a different level of.
Oh my gosh!
And then there was an episode of The Office.
Yep, I know exactly.
They're trying to order it, and I'm like, that's hilarious because the waiter
gabagool, gabagool.
The waiter was like, "What are you talking about?" And they're all trying to pronounce it with an Italian accent, and it's just the silliest thing. But so
I know exactly that episode.
I just wanted to mention that, and that's I figured you would know.
Yes, absolutely.
From The Office.
So that episode, I'll do a real quick synopsis.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. So an insurance salesman comes in, and Michael Scott feels like he has to buy insurance from this guy because he looks like he's a mobster. Well, so he buys this insurance, and then he changes his mind, like, I don't need it. And then Andy and them are like, no, you should meet with him and tell him you don't need his health insurance. So they go and meet at an Italian restaurant, and he's thinking this guy is going to kill him and stuff if he doesn't have the insurance and stuff. And then that's when he's trying to intimidate him by going, I'll have the gabagool. And he was, the waitress is like, the what? Gabagool. Anyway, yes.
It's such a silly word.
Yes.
Using the context of calling your 18-month-old that, it's just kind of funny. And I don't know. I think he likes it because he gets all excited.
I mean, it is a hilarious word. So,
but if it is what I think it is it capicola ham? That's pretty good stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. You got an appointment this morning somewhere. You got to get going pretty soon. All right. So
it's a lunch meeting. So food.
Yeah. No. Hey. Don't mess around, dude. Get on time. Be there on time. All right. Well, guys, if you can check out the links below for on DM. If you want to think about temping, 1 or 2 days a year, taxes are withheld. It makes it super easy. If you have dual licenses in different states and you want to go temp somewhere else, and while on vacation in Florida or whatever, and you happen to have a license that's you got to be legit. You can't just be
you can just walk
freelancing.
In.
You gotta know. You gotta be legit. But if you have multiple licenses, you can temp in different states. It all comes on one tax form. Makes it super easy.
Yeah, you don't have to go and hunt down your paycheck from somebody. Deals with all of that. You get one W-2 at the end of the year for tax reasons. You don't have to hunt those down. You don't have to go, crap, did I do a day at this place, or did I do a day at this place? It's all in one spot. It's basically you make your own schedule. You can earn PTO. There's medical benefits available if you qualify for that. It's just an all around good deal if you temp even 1 day a year, and then you can earn PTO. You have to work, I think, 24 hours to get an hour of PTO, but I mean, you are literally getting none of that if you're doing it on your own.
24 hours. So let's say you work 3-4 days a month.
Yes.
All right. 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
You do the math. At the end of the year, you need an extra couple $100 to get those AirPods. Bam, cash out your PTO. And from what I understand, they don't pay you a national average. Let's say you're in a, for instance, a 30 an hour state, but you work in a 40 an hour state. God bless. they give you an average of the hours that you've worked. So let's say you're between 38 and 42, they'll average it out. So I don't know the exact formula, but it's a fair exchange rate. So yeah, you're not going to miss anything. Yeah, I think it's a good deal. So check it out on DM. Check out our links and our code, and just start an account. It doesn't hurt. Look at it.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything. It's not going to hurt anything. It would actually pretty much change your life. I know plenty of full-time temps that this would be a game changer for them. So
I was a full-time temp back in the day, dude. And, and that was tough.
Yeah.
But now they got GPS, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Oh yeah. Trying to find place.
Back in the 90s, folks. It was back in the 90s. All right. Well, listen, I know you got to get going. I got stuff to do too. So listen, guys, thank you so much. Fresh questions, comments, criticism, bring it on. I want to hear it all.
Here we go. Here's the kitty.
Right, Sandy?
I guess she doesn't hate me. Yeah, that's right. But I guess my cat doesn't hate me because she's up here trying to drink my coffee now.
There we go. All right.
The great way to end episode 175. So
175. All right. Nice and even number. Guys, thank you so much. Take care.
Yes.
Go floss yourselves.
Go floss yourselves.